Hello folks, this is Sullla once again. What you're going to be watching here is a game that was done in spectator mode. It's a live commentary of one of our custom games from the Wednesday YouTube night. Now again, I mentioned this on stream, but for those who don't know, I cannot get LoL Replay to work currently, so I'm very limited in what I can do with League of Legends because I can't use the replay mode. So I'm going to have to pull this off the live stream, and this was a game that was specifically requested by Wimmy. So Wimmy, this game's for you. Hope you enjoy. It really doesn't work all that well as a jungler. The best junglers are typically ones that don't need that much farm to be effective. Like Lucian's a good example. Lee doesn't really need that much farm. Lee is heavily early game focused. He's got great mobility, good at counter jungling. He doesn't need any items to be able to do his big time combo where he tosses down a ward, jumps to the ward, then kicks somebody backwards into your team. He doesn't need items to do that, which is like his biggest play. At least we have two different Tryndamere skins. Unfortunately, we have the same Nami skins. Shame that we don't have a Koi Nami skin, but oh well. Not the end of the world. I do like the King Tryndamere skin. If I played Tryndamere, this is the skin I would get for him. I like this one. I think it's my favorite Tryndamere skin. I don't like Demon Blade Tryndamere, for anyone who's curious. Don't think that's a very good skin at all. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's a good skin. And I do like the alternate skin they have for Jinx. I like her Mafia skin. Basically, for those who don't know, this turns her into a flapper girl from the 1920s. Like that's how the very fashionable, stylish young women dressed in the 1920s, in like the Mafia era. So it's a good choice. I actually like that much more than her default skin, which I'm not a huge fan of personally. And yeah, that's about all I have to say until this game actually gets started. I guess we can see in terms of summoners, we've got Ghost Ignite on Tryndamere. Those are good summoners for top lane Tryndamere. Ghost tends to work very well on him, particularly in top lane. Oh, one other thing I'll mention. So of course we've got the new Teamfight client. I don't actually like the Teamfight client that much. Honestly, it's a little bit harder for me to see what's going on when I have this on. I actually kind of prefer the default one. So if you've seen me not using the Teamfight interface, it's because I'm just not a huge fan of it, to be perfectly honest. Oh, Veigar. When is Veigar going to get a visual update? He's still got the pizza feet and the all the stuff. Yep, see the pizza feet? He's still got them. Oh, I love the old champion models. They're great. I still miss the old Soraka model. All right, anyway, let's set up the scoreboard, shall we? And make sure it's got it. All right, so that's set up there. Tryndamere, Lee, and there we go. All right, so we should be good. All right, let's see. Yes, to see Veigar ult hurts a lot to full AD. The counter pick, yes, that was indeed a blind counter pick. Absolutely a blind counter pick. And that happens in these games sometimes. That said, these are custom games. They're good practice. If you really want to get good at a champion, you should practice against the bad matchups. That's actually very important to do. So, for instance, there are only a couple champions that I feel like I really have mastered, or well, maybe mastered is too strong a word, but at least feel very comfortable on. And those would typically be, as supports, would probably be Janna and Sona, and in mid lane would likely be Karthus. I've played Karthus against pretty much just about any potential matchup, so I'm familiar with what those matchups look like. It really helps when you've played against all the matchups for a particular champion. In fact, if you want to get very good at solo queue, one of the best things you can do is just play one champion. Like, don't care about who it's up against. Like, if I see somebody pick Kassadin, I'll still play Karthus. I don't care, because I'd rather play Karthus in a bad matchup than a champ I'm not familiar with or a champ I'm not used to. So, I mean, that's one of the best things you can do to improve is just, learn to play one champion, learn all the matchups, and know what to do when you're in a bad matchup, because sometimes you're going to be in a bad matchup and you need to know what to do. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. We'll look at the lanes. Up here we have Vesperisa playing as Riven in top lane, up against Andrew CH playing as Tryndamere. In mid lane, we have the Gaminator playing as Veigar against Violence Freak playing as Zed. As we said, this is not going to be a fun matchup for Veigar. And we got a big all-in top lane already. Ignite's already come out from Vesperisa. So Andrew not dying to that Ignite is actually going to come out ahead. Let's actually just keep an eye on this, because there's a lot of action on here already. Let's see. So it looks like, wow, now Riven should win this matchup early. Riven will get a lot stronger at level 2, though. Wow, Andrew hit 2 first. He's just going to go for it. Wow, there's the Ghost coming in. And let's see, is he going to pop the Ignite? No, backs off. Doesn't use it. Wow, okay. So you see what happened there? Hit level 2 first and just went in, but was not ultimately able to get the kill. So Summoner's down on both sides right there. I'm going to keep an eye on this matchup, because this is turned into a really big matchup. Oh, the Ignite comes out. Who's going to win this? Andrew's got it. And no, he dies to the minion. Oh, so close. Died to the minion there. But worth it because he got full blood. And he's going to deny more minions here because this is going to push into the tower. Should have backed. Yeah, he actually won that and then died to a minion. Okay, glad I kept the camera focus up there because that was pretty intense early on. Okay, down here it is Wimmy playing as Lucian and Tactic Ogre supporting as Nami, up against Truth X playing as Jinx, and the Asian Kid 14. Not a great, interesting name. Also playing and supporting as Nami. Then in the jungle we have Wizard Ninja Pro, who's jungling as Lee Sin, and is up against Antsman, who is jungling as Tryndamere. So keep an eye on that. Let's see. So far, very even. Not too much going on thus far. Let me see if anything jumps out. You know what jumps out immediately is Veigar is farming very well. GameNator is only down 1 CS in this matchup, which is pretty impressive as Veigar against Zed. Like, this is not a great matchup. Wizard Ninja looks like he wants to counter jungle, or might be trying to gank, but it's going to get here a little bit too late. Oh, this is going to be interesting. We'll see. I would give Lee the advantage, but I'm not 100% sure he'll win this. It's going to be close. And yeah, there's the flash out. I think if Lee, I was going to say, if Lee turns around and Qs that, I think he can get the kill. Does I don't know if you really want to chase after this, though. Yeah, I would probably look to disengage. Anyway, there was the missing ping in mid, but Zed actually went back to base. He didn't stay. And Vesperisa was coming down from top lane. So, anyway, overall, as far as these teams go, yeah, wow, Veigar's really doing a good job of farming there in mid. Better than I thought. He's actually ahead in CS, although that's because Zed backed earlier. Gotta be happy with that one. Down here in bottom lane, haven't seen all that much going on. It's pretty even in farm. Everybody's pretty close to full health. Wow, that's a nice zap coming out there. Nice zap from TruthX. Let's see, anything interesting going on in terms of skilling order? Nope, not. Oh wow, okay, here's something that's interesting. Asian Kid has put 2 points in queue. That is a mistake. You only need 1 point in bubble. Additional points in bubble don't do anything. It just increases the damage on the skill, and you don't use bubble for damage. You use it for the CC. So that's a mistake right there in skilling order. Don't put more than 1 point in bubble. You put a point there in level 1, and you just leave it there. All right, we got a gank coming out on top. Wizard Ninja's going to look to come here. It is warded, but might not matter because Vesperisa is pretty far extended. Gets the mocking shout. Very nice. Andrew is got to be careful. He is low. Wizard Ninja going to do the ward jump. Let's see. And hits the Q. Going to get some good damage. I don't think they have enough to finish this off, but we'll get in some nice damage. And there it is. Vesperisa going to dash out. In mid, Veigar still hasn't gone back to buy yet. He probably needs to go back because Zed's now picked up a long sword in addition to his Jordan shield. And this blue pill is going to get interrupted. Bad manners there. Violence freak indeed. Being a bit of a freak right there. In bottom lane, we've got another fight coming out. Is this going to be another kill? Wimmy, yes, is going to chase that down. Very nice. Now it goes after Asian Kid. There is the Lucian, the Q coming out. Not quite enough to pick that one off, but has picked up an early kill, and we'll see if they're able to snowball the lane off of that. Neither jungler looks to be anywhere near here, so even though Wimmy's got to be careful, should be able to shove this into the tower and be able to go from there. So, again, we'll see what they're able to do. Okay, here's another item that I don't suggest. Jinx has picked up a pickaxe. I do not suggest doing this. Every Jinx that I've been seeing has been getting Bloodthirster as their first item, and I think that Bloodthirster first is a good item choice for Jinx. I don't suggest doing that. Anyway, there's the Event Horizon stun. Oh, Zed with the plays! Very nice! Getting out of that Event Horizon stun. The Deathmark will pick up the kill. Very nicely played by Violence Freak. Manages to jump over the Veigar stun, and I don't think Antsman's going to get this. And there is a Lee Sin here waiting to help out. They might actually be able to turn on this. Now, just going to disengage. Or Antsman, no, going to turn around and head after this. I don't know, getting a little bit greedy. Tryndamere does not have his ult. We will see. These two going at it again. They've already fought in the jungle once. But again, Lee is just so much stronger early than Tryndamere. Yeah, Antsman, you got a little bit greedy there, Antsman. That was a little bit too much. Didn't get it. And ended up feeding away a kill to the other side. But anyway, to go back to my point, people have been rushing Bloodthirster on Jinx, and I really do think that that is a good choice. Up here, wow, Andrew getting the kill. It looked like Riven tanked a tower shot there. Yep, see the whoops, looked like Riven tanked a tower shot. And ends up getting a little bit outplayed by Tryndamere, and that's never a good sign. You don't want Tryndamere to get going, because we all know what Tryndamere's late game is like. He becomes basically unkillable in late game. One other thing to point out, I noticed as well that Truth X is maxing his W first. That's justified. It is something you can do on Jinx, max the zap first. I personally think that it's better to max Q first. I just think that your Q is such a good skill. I think it's her best skill. And it's very hard to hit W. It's a tricky skill shot to use. It has a short channeling time. The hitbox on her W is very small. It also does not go through minions. Oh, that's a good bubble from Tactics Ogre. Let's see if they finish this up. Nice disengage coming out. Put down the traps, put down the zap. So a nice disengage right there. Was Tactics 6 there? He really should have thought about tidal waving that and just going all in. Oh, there is another one. Are they going to look to go in? And now double vault bubbles hit right there. Oh, again, I would just use Nami ult and go for that. That's a mistake, I have to feel like. So anyway, Wimmy is looking to go for it. Now out comes, but it's too late, and Truth's going to get that kill, going to get the reset. Now the Nami ult comes out the other way. Tactic Ogre is going to flash over that. Yeah, I don't want to pick on Tactic Ogre, but that was a misplay. A Nami ult there would have gotten them a kill. Wimmy would have. I really feel like they would have won that fight, but just a little hesitant to use the tidal wave, and it ended up Wimmy's Lucian going a little bit too deep, and it didn't work out. But I do feel like if they had followed up the bubble with a tidal wave, that they would have won that fight. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's my impression from watching that, as someone who's played a fair amount of Nami. Anyway, they're getting ready. Looks like they're getting ready to dive on the game leader. Oh, that is a good use of the Veigar stun, though. Can he get an Ignite onto Violence Spree? Yes, he flashes and gets the kill. Doesn't use Ignite. Actually was on cooldown. Flashed in and got it with another Q. Will Wizard Ninja be able to pick this up? When is that stun coming off cooldown? Not quite enough. Oh, but he gets it underneath the tower. Very nicely done. An attempt to flash out from Wizard Ninja, but doesn't get it. So 2 kills for Veigar, and that is some pretty good stuff. Also, Veigar, I would not have rushed Tyr as my first item, not in that lane. I would have probably gone double Dorans. Need that health to survive, but was able to get out of it. I don't know, maybe if he had bought a Dorans, he would have survived there. Not sure, it was pretty close. Maybe not, though. Anyway, good bubble coming out from Asian Kid. Very, very nice right now. Now is the tidal wave off of cooldown. It is not. Oh, wow, the burst coming out from Wimmy. Going to get that one. Truth, what are you doing? Get out of there, man. All it takes is another bubble or some kind of crowd control, and you're going to fall. Anyway, so Wimmy doing a nice job right there using the, Piercing Light. I'm still trying to learn the names of these newer skills. Oh, woo! Bubble did not miss by much. They could very easily dive here. Oh, but there's a Lee Sin. Nope, misses the Q. Very, very close. Going to ward jump, but I don't think he's going to be able to get this. He's going to use his stun. I know there's a fight in top lane. No. Going to miss that Q. Anyway, I know there was a fight in top lane too. Is Andrew going to be able to survive? No. Goes down to the tower on the Retribution kill right there. So 1 for 1 in top lane. Anyway, the fight still continuing in bottom lane. Now they're going back in. Bubble. Oh, that's a missed bubble, and that's going to cost them this fight. Jinx gets her reset. Jinx passive triggering. Misses the W, though. And now we've got a Tryndamere in here. Not sure if this is the best decision, but that tidal wave. Oh, the tidal wave's going to miss. Out comes another tidal wave. And this fight's getting turned around. Needs to pop Tryndamere ult. We got 2 Namis. We got 2 Tryndameres in this game. There is the slow coming out from Jinx. We'll pick that up. There's the reset. And we'll see if they look to go anywhere else. Uh-oh, Zed's roam down. Oh, I don't know about that flash. Again, note how difficult it is. Yeah, I really don't know about those flashes. I think Zed had that one. So that's a nice roam down from mid from Zed. That's going to be a tower. And a really nice sequence of plays by Red Team. Veigar's coming down, but it's too late, Veigar. You're not going to be able to... I don't know, maybe he'll be able to get a kill. We'll see. There are a lot of people low right now, but it is a 1v4, and it is warded. Oh boy, here we go. Is he going to use the kick? Event Horizon stun comes out. Oh, dodges the bubble. Out comes the... what is it? I can't remember what the name of the Veigar W is. Dark Matter, that's it. Wow, I knew that. Meanwhile, in top lane, Andrew is starting to snowball ahead, and this is not a good sign for the top lane. Wow, we got a fight still going on. Okay, Game Nader was able to pick up another kill. There's been a lot of action in this game. That's 18 kills total in 12 minutes. That's a lot of action. A lot of fighting. Anyway, so yeah, Andrew has started to pull ahead up here, and as I said, that's not a good sign. He's already got the Cutlass, and he's got the Zeal towards his Static Shiv. I'm assuming I'm assuming he's building Blade of the Ruined King, and Static Shiv. Oh, Ansman, you are not going to win this fight. You're 2 levels down, and you have way less farm because you're a jungle Tryndamere. This is not good for you. Oh no. Does Andrew have his ult up? Yes, he does, but he's going to choose to get out of there. Probably a good idea. Ansman did not have his ult up right there. Gaminator coming in, though. Oh, this is going to be interesting, but can he use Spinning Slash? Is this going to get the kill? Nope. Actually, Andrew's going in. He's going to pop his ult and just go for this. I'm assuming... Oh, wow, Ansman didn't use his ultimate. Oh, no, he had Tryndamere ult off of cooldown, but he didn't use it, and so goes down. Is Andrew going to be able to get out of here? Yes, looks like he is. Here comes Lucian, Wizard Ninja running up there. Oh no, Gaminator, this is trouble. Oh no, this is a bad sign. Andrew going to get ignited, going to get wind slashed, and he will fall, but oh, that's going to be a kill. Veigar not able to blue pill out of there in time. He will fall. Now Wizard Ninja, oh, the kick into the tower, very nice. Vesperacia needs to get out of there. I don't know if he can. There is still that red buff on Lee, and going to finish it off with the kick to the back of the head. So a lot of action in the top lane, but red team seems to be coming out on top. Lee is 4-1-2, and Tryndamere seems to be winning that matchup 5-3 against 3-5. So Tryndamere ultimately wins that matchup in the end, so the fact that he's starting to pull ahead is a very good sign. Alright, there's the slow coming up from Jinx. Oh, it's a great bubble, then followed up with a stun from from Asian Kid. Another slow coming out. Oh boy. Flash from Tactic Ogre gets over it. And there's no Jinx ult because TruthX just used the Super Mega Death Rocket a minute earlier. But that is a clear win for Red Team. Wow. TruthX, interesting skill shot there. I need to work on not being an idiot. But anyway, it looks like bottom lane for Red Team has fairly decisively pulled ahead. I'm not a big fan of this build or the skill order. I don't think that Jinx should be rushing Infinity Edge as first item, which is what it looks like this is. But it does seem to be working out. Most people seem to like Bloodthirster. Anyway, there's a big fight over the blue over here. Zed ult coming out. Tryndamere against Tryndamere. Two Tryndameres coming out. This time Antsman's going to use his ult, but I don't think it's going to be enough. As soon as that wears off, he's going to die. And there it is. Just a question of who's going to get it, and it turns out that Zed's the one who picks it up. Meanwhile, more fighting in bottom lane. Out comes the W once again. Zap indeed. Zapped to the back of the head. TruthX picks it up. He's got to be sitting on a lot of gold. 1,300 gold, yeah. And this is starting to get out of hand. Red Team is really starting to snowball this one. They're ahead to 2 towers. They're ahead 8 kills. And they're ahead. They got a pretty good lead in terms of farm, too. They are actually ahead in CS in minions killed in every single lane. So they seem to be in pretty good shape. And this middle tower is likely to go down soon as well because there's 2 towers down in bot. Feels like it's just a matter of time until they get this in mid lane. Alrighty, well, let's back up, try to look at what's going on. There's been so much action, I haven't really had a chance to talk about much in the way of items or anything like that. Let's see, top lane, Tryndamere hasn't bought in a bit. Vesperacia, not sure what he's going for. Double Dorans into something that builds out of Vamp Scepter, maybe a Bloodthirster perhaps. Perhaps a Brutalizer there as well. Let's see, in mid lane, Veigar, I'm not entirely sure what he's building, but I guess he's going for DFG, perhaps tear into Deathfire Grasp. Not a bad item necessarily, but I said I really think he needs to get a Seeker's Arm Guard as his first item. He's against Zed. They've got look at this team. Jinx, Zed, Lee Sin, Tryndamere. This would be a good game to get Seeker's Arm Guard in. Anyway, Andrew, oh wow, he's popping the ghost, he's going for it. I don't think Vesperacia is going to be able to get out of this. No, he is not. And Andrew looks like he's clearly won that top lane match. That top lane matchup, and it's only going to get worse from here on out because of how Tryndamere snowballs. In bottom lane, Jinx has finished her Infinity Edge, does indeed have that. Jinx is just a champion that crits don't seem to do that much on, which is why people typically build Bloodthirster on her. Not that big on critical strike stuff. On the other hand, let's see what Wimmy and Lucian has. Looks like he's going for a Bloodthirster as well. Dashes out of that bubble. Andrew needs to get over the wall. Oh, Andrew, he had his ult up and he didn't use it. What is with the Tryndameres and not using their ult? It's not even on that long of a cooldown. 100-second cooldown, not that long. So anyway, could have taken that, didn't. Red Team really should go and claim this dragon. It's pretty free for them right now. With the amount of attention that Andrew's Tryndamere is sucking to top lane, they really have a pretty free run on that. In any case, they've got Jinx split pushing in bot in the meantime. But every time that Andrew's Tryndamere dies, it's like a reprieve for the other team because it's time when they're not having split push pressure on them. Alright, anyway, so what else do we have to look at? Supports, just have support items, basically. Ward coverage, let's take a quick look at ward coverage. Not too bad. Yeah, not bad. Pretty solid by both teams. Could always be better, but not too bad. Anyway, Red Team is indeed going for that dragon, and looks like they'll be able to get that before Blue Team gets here. They did indeed pick this up, and oh, that's a nice bubble. Antsman going in. A nice tidal wave coming out. We got the dueling tidal waves. They both hit a lot of people. TruthX getting very low. He's going to have to try to dodge out of this one. Asian Kid flashes over the wall. Antsman jumping right in. Going to need to get some kind of CC onto him. TruthX, again, trying to disengage. They just need 1 kill or assist for Jinx to get the reset. Not going to happen. Down goes Jinx. Down goes another kill. Wimmy's going to pick up 2 of them. And Zed's going to go down. Triple kill for Wimmy, although they did lose Veigar, Game Nader in the process, and Andrew is split pushing up here. But that was still a very good fight for blue team. 3 for 1. Didn't get Dragon, but 3 for 1. They'll happily take that. Got a spree on Jinx, 500 gold spree. Really good stuff right there. That was a situation where red team just needed to get the heck out of there and escape. Cost them a tower, but it was still very much worth it for blue team. I would definitely take that. You weren't going to be able to hold that tower for much longer against Tryndamere anyway, and a triple kill on Lucian, he is much, much stronger as a result. So Wimmy with the Bloodthirster now, looks like he's... I don't know. I can see Trinity being pretty good on... Trinity as being pretty good on Lucian. Oh boy, here we go. Vesperia, got to use that stun. Let's see, Andrew does not have red buff, but wow, he's doing a lot of damage right there. Oh, the bubble misses. That's not good. Andrew going to get exhausted, but he just doesn't care. Continuing to chase. Oh, can he get one more auto? No, he can't get one more auto. And Vesperia going to survive that. A little too much ham right there on the part of Andrew. So yeah, went a little too deep right there. Anyway, Jinx Trap's coming out. Veigar's stun comes out. Doesn't catch anyone. Trap's not grabbing anybody either. And, yeah, well, red team's still got about a 6,000 gold lead, but blue team's been doing better in these fights. If you remember, they were down by 8 kills before. Now they're only down 5. Now, the problem is they're still down 5 towers. That's really the biggest issue, is the global stuff. They need to get more towers. Oh, wow, they caught Zed, though. Can they burst him? No, not able to burst him down. How many points does Veigar have in his event horizon? He's got 4 points, so pretty good stun there. Dueling bubbles. Asian Kid's going to get hit. Leads to some damage. Oh, wow, Wizard Ninja going deep. Going to kick back Lucian. Out comes the Tidal Wave, and it's pretty good. Oh, Zed's going to fail his splash over the wall. Not able to get out. Oh, another great stun coming out. Able to jump over the top of that bubble as Wizard Ninja slips out. So, wow, more fights being exchanged. Again, blue team just seems to be winning the fights, even though they're down a lot of gold. Anyway, right here, oh, Tryndamere's going to get caught in another bubble. Nami Tidal Wave's not up. Lee continuing in on the fight. That Veigar stun is well placed, but it's not going to be enough to save Nami. Down goes Nami. Now the trap's going to come out. They're going to catch Antspin. Oh, he needs to ult once again. Dies without ulting. Nami will fall. One of the Namis in any case. Now Vesperia wants to get this kill. Can he get that wind slash on the Lee? Yes, he will fall. Double kill for Wimmy. Can Wimmy pick off a third one for the triple kill? Yes, he's got it. 8 kills now for Wimmy. He picks that up. And blue team is on the push and heading for this mid lane tower. Can they get their first tower of the game? Looks like they will. So, again, now only down 2 kills. They're going to be down... after this tower goes down, they're only going to be down about 4,000 gold. Yeah, or no, excuse me, about 4,000. Just under 4,000 gold. So they are getting back in. It looked like were just going to get completely snowballed out of the game. Looked like they were going to get completely snowballed out of this one. And that's not happening. Has not been the case. So, really good stuff coming out here from blue team. They fought back in it. I do think that part of the reason why they're getting back in it is, even though Andrew has been doing a good job overall, has been a little over-aggressive and has given away a couple of kills. So when he dove that tower there and didn't get a kill, that was a pretty large misstep, and that really set up a lot of the sequence that we saw afterward. Let's see if Vesperia can get out of this bottom lane. Oh, the Super Mega Death Rocket interrupts the blue pill. Zed's here, Nami's here. Can they get this kill? Oh, flashes over the bubble. Nicely played, Vesperia. Now the Nami E on Violence Freak, giving him the extra movement speed and the slow. And that is going to be a nice pickup, or maybe not. No, still alive. Now Wimmy is on the case. Can he deal with Tryndamere? Needs a good bubble from Tactics Ogre. Gets a good bubble. But no, actually, Vesperia didn't manage to get out. Wow, finally fell right there to Zed. So a great effort, but came up just a little bit short. Good play from Nami. Let's see, can Veigar get anybody? And no, let's see, does he have his ult up? Yeah, it does have his ult up, but unfortunately, Veigar against a team of 4 ADs, not that helpful. The blue team needs to start getting all kinds of Randuins and Thorn Mails and things like that. If they can do that, they still got a decent chance. Oh, here comes Antspin. Well, he gets exhausted, and Antspin, you got to use Tryndamere ult. It's not going to help you if you don't use it. And yes, you can Tryndamere ult through crowd control. You can always use Tryndamere ult, for those who are curious. It's like Barrier. You can always use Barrier even when you're CC'd. You can always Tryndamere ult even if you're CC'd. Wow, Wizard Ninja going in. Oh, the kick backwards onto the Game Leader. Can he get his ult off? No. Veigar going to go down. Out comes the Riven Wind Slash. That's going to pick up a kill. Another one of these confused fights. Wimmy picks up a kill, his 9th of the game, and the chase is on. They're going after Asian kill right now. In comes Wizard Ninja. He will fall. Another kill for Wimmy. Wimmy's just picking up every kill. Hits another one of those late shots onto Jinx. Jinx is going to get a reset though. Oh, and another lovely bubble from Asian Kid is going to allow them to disengage. So 2 for 2, actually 2 for 3, excuse me. And the inhibitor held in bottom lane. And it's game on in this one. So Wimmy 10-3-3 on Lucian. Not a lot of farm. Farming stats are quite low in this game because there's been so much fighting. But 10-3-3, 10 kills, not too shabby. And he is almost up to his Trinity. Actually, he might have it when he bought. Yeah, actually, he will have his Trinity when he goes back to purchase. So Wimmy's going to have Trinity when he goes back to buy. Anyway, on the other team, not sure about going for the Stinger here. Think that it might have been better to finish Blade of the Ruined King, to be perfectly honest. So I'm not 100% fan of that particular item. On Zed, similar thing, Zed, you really need to finish your Blade of the Ruined King as well. You got 3 items here that are half complete, but it really probably would have been better to finish your Blade of the Ruined King right there. Alright, anyway, we'll see. Antman is Souling Dragon. Is he going to be able to get this one? I think he can get this and get out. It's going to be close, but yeah, he got it. Now he should have his Spinning Slash up. Should be able to get out. Oh no, he failed his Spinning Slash, but able to flash over the wall and make it out. Oh boy, well I did that earlier tonight when I was playing Sejuani. I missed my W. There comes the Super Mega Death Rocket that does not hit. And that's another nice pickup. The dueling Nami bubbles, 1 hits, 1 misses. Life goes on. What is it? The circle of life and death goes on. Okay, now Andrew's back to doing what he should do. In all honesty, Tryndamere is not that good in team fighting. What Tryndamere should do is just go to top lane, or go to a side lane, and just never leave. Just keep split pushing. In all honesty, Red Team was having a ton of success when Tryndamere just stayed top. It was like as soon as he left top and grouped up with the rest of the team, that's when they started to struggle. So he should just stay there and keep pushing and drawing attention. Like, he doesn't need to be with the rest of the team. Their team's strong enough that they can just disengage from a fight, disengage from 5v4s, and just let Tryndamere do his thing in top lane and just keep putting pressure, because it will suck people up to top lane. I think they'll have more success doing that. Anyway, Jinx, yeah, this is not how to build Jinx, guys. You do not want to go Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer. That is not a Jinx build. The most common build I've seen is Bloodthirster, and then into Last Whisper. I've also seen Bloodthirster into Shiv, Static Shiv. But this is like a Caitlyn build, and this is not an especially good build for Jinx. Like, don't build her like Ashe or Caitlyn. She gets so much attack speed that she doesn't really need the Phantom Dancer. Anyway, right there, Game Eater's going to get caught in a bubble right there. Oh, they've caught Jinx. Jinx should go down here. Let's see, are they going to be able to finish this off? Yes, Nami Tidal Wave actually going to finish this off. Now in the back lanes, Wimmy is going to have to kite against Andrew. Let's see if he can do this. Meanwhile, the fight continuing to rage on. Oh, that Veigar stun is going to get Wimmy out of this. Meanwhile, the fight's still getting... Oh, it's a great bubble from the blue side Nami that's going to catch 2 people in the bubble, and that's going to be another kill, double kill for Wimmy. And that is a 5 for 1 ace for 1 death, and they're going to push straight up mid. Push, 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 push. So blue team getting back in this one. I really thought they might just get snowballed out of this game once again. They went away from the Tryndamere split push, which again I thought was really effective. Then they just went for the 5v5 team fight, and TruthX, the Jinx player, got caught out at the start of that fight, which really set up the whole sequence. Very hard to win a team fight when your AD gets caught at the beginning of it. Oh, gonna get caught by the Veigar Event Horizon stun. Does he have this one? I don't think Ignite will quite finish this off. No, gets healed by Nami anyway. I don't think it would have been enough. Would have been very close. Maybe down around 15 hit points. Very close. Nice use of the DFG coming out from Gaminator. Anyway, Gaminator did not have his ult up there. If he'd had his ult up, that would have been a kill. How much health? I don't know. I saw it. It was at about 30. But then the Nami heal hit, and it added another 50 health. Okay, so red team's going for Baron. It's a high risk call. It's high risk, high reward. The question is, can blue team get there in time? It looks like they will be able to get there in time. Red team needs to back off. If they don't back off, if they get caught here, they could just straight up lose the game. Good Nami tidal wave gets them out of. Gets them out of there. Disengages them. That's a bit of an interesting placement of the stun. It may have been a misclick right there. Red team is in total disarray right now. Lee and Zed, got to be awful careful, but word coverage is pretty good here for red team. That this ward is just doing work right now. They can see. Anyway, do we have any oracles on either team? I don't believe that we do. Now that we're getting around Baron time, would it be a good time for that? Anyway, so red team did manage to extract from that. I don't mind that decision. They tried to see if they could get Baron for free there. Blue team reacted appropriately. They went to Baron, and red team backed off. They used the Nami tidal wave to disengage. So well played on both sides there. Good job by red team not to sit there continuing to DPS Baron. That would have been a fight that would have lost them the game. As it is, though, look at this. 1,000 gold difference. Blue team's ahead 43 to 42k, 26 to 25, 4 to top 5 in towers, and it looks like we got another fight going on here. Out comes the mocking shout. Antsman's going to get bubbled. Nice bubble by Asian Kid. And let's see if they can chase this down. Wimmy's finished his Trinity. He's now going for Infinity Edge. Probably should have gone for Last Whisper. Well, don't really have much in the way of armor. I probably would suggest Last Whisper before Infinity Edge here, but whatever. I.e., if you can get it, not bad. And it looks like the fight's going to be over this middle inhib right here. Don't really like this Tryndamere build all that much. I don't think the Zephyr was a great choice, but whatever. It could work. It's a split-pushing build, and Andrew hasn't really been split-pushing of late. Let's see. It looks like blue team's going to get this inhib. Will red team fight for it? All right, here they go. They're going in. Zed's going in. He gets exhausted, though. It's a great use of exhaust from Nami coming out. Dual tidal waves once again going down. Andrew gets caught in a bubble. Oh, he forgot to ult yet again. Another Tryndamere not ulting, and this fight is going terribly wrong for the red team. Another good bubble catches Antsman there, and that's going to allow 3 members of the red team to disengage, but this is not the fight they wanted. A 1 for 2 from the perspective of red team, and it looks like they're going to lose not just their inhib, but they're going to lose this bottom tower. And we'll see the death timer. I don't think they'll have enough time to get bottom inhib, but we'll see. Super Mega Death Rocket coming out, not going to deal enough damage to do all that much. I don't know about this decision. Oh, wow, but they caught Wizard Ninja. Can they do anything? No, the bubble not quite hitting in time. I do not think this push is a good idea. I think this push is overextending. There are people going to revive. Antsman's had to pop his ult. They need to just get out of this fight and not stick around because Zed and Tryndamere are going to be in here. Oh no, Tactic Ogre staying way too long. Oh, well, nice flash, but I still think he's going to die. He gets slowed by Jinx. The zap comes out. And, oh, I just think they want to get out of here, but Tryndamere's on the case. Lee Sin's on the case. Zed is following. Are they going to be able to get Tryndamere? He does not have his ult up. Oh, boy. Can he dodge another Q? Can he use the mocking shout? Oh, Wimmy is on the case. Pops the ultimate, looks really cool, doesn't really do anything, but he's going to get him with that Q, and that's going to finish off this one. While that was going on, Antsman did get finished off, but now Wizard Ninja Pro's Lee Sin is in all kinds of trouble. He might be able to get a kill on Tactics Ogre. Anyway, oh, that bubble's going to miss, and the mocking shout is going to do a good job of slowing. Out comes the Nami tidal wave. Wimmy, I don't think you're going to make it out of this one. Just poses with his guns right at the end of that. Yeah, again, that was staying way too long. They were never going to get damage on this tower. Big mistake. You guys heard me say it. I said they were staying too long. It was pretty clear they just needed to leave. They weren't going to get anything more. And so turned into a bad sequence for the blue team. Yeah, they just needed to get the heck out of there. They got the inhib, get this tower, get out of there. Now the minions are going to pick up some damage on this tower for them, but it was still a bad sequence overall. And let's see, what is this build going for now? Looks like, I hope the next item's not Bloodthirster, because it really needs to be a Last Whisper in there somewhere. Okay, again, so, blue team just really needs to stack armor. If they stack armor, they're going to win. Unfortunately, they have not really built much in the way of armor. Where's their Randuins on this team? Where is the Sunfire Cape? Where's the Thornmail? I see 1 Chain Vest on Riven, and that's it. It's like you guys do realize that they have AD, 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 and AD for their damage. There's no magic damage on that team, so stack armor and you're probably going to win. Alright, anyway, here we go. We got the fight between Andrew CH and Vesperisa. Unfortunately for Andrew, it is a 2v1. Tryndamere is really strong. Oh, is he going to get this? The shield coming out. Nice use of that Seraph's Embrace, and yes, Tryndamere is very, very strong. That time Andrew did, in fact, use his ultimate. Antsman got the dragon while that was going on. But the shield came out, and that was enough to make the difference. Really good use of the Seraph's Embrace shield right there. Otherwise, he definitely would have died. I'm still a little surprised that we haven't seen a Zanya's Hourglass from the Gaminator. I would have thought that that would be pretty crucial against all these ADs. Riven, I'm not sure what she's going to build this into. That can be a lot of items. Tryndamere's not going to build it. I don't know, I guess I understand. Riven's probably the only one who's going to build a lot of armor items. Anyway, we got yet another brawl going on here in mid. but I guess they've managed to disengage out of this one. It's just like the fighting never stops in this particular match when we've got the two Tryndamirs. Overall, blue team is very slightly ahead, but not by any huge margin, by about 2k gold, and they've got more map pressure because they have an inhib down, but it's 5-5 in towers, and yeah, I mean, there's still some push from minions in this bottom lane. Anyway, Baron's still hanging out there, ready for someone to grab. Neither team is going to be able to get it unless they win a fight or catch somebody napping, but that's a little bit unlikely. Veigar starting to get pretty strong right there. Veigar's up to 500 AP. He's got his Deathfire Grasp, and it looks like he might finally be going for his Seeker's Arm Guard / Sanya's Hourglass. We'll see. Anyway, down goes the ward at Baron. Right now, Jinx and Zed are over there. I don't think they can burst this down, though. And that stun is going to hit. Oh, Asian Kid, you're standing on a ward! And yeah, he's going to go down. Support Nami. It sucks to be a support in this game sometimes. That was one of them. Alright, Wind Slash going out. Wizard Ninja Pro was hit with the Mocking Shout. Jinx Traps goes down. That's going to help make the escape. Andrew's lurking in the background. That's only a kill on the support, though. That's probably not enough to get Baron off of that. Wow, did Veigar steal that with an auto attack? Yes, he did. Wow. Scumbag Veigar taking the red buff with a Veigar auto attack. In that case, don't try to add damage. Tryndamere's going to kill it in 1 second. Just let him kill it. Your Veigar auto attack that deals 100 damage is not going to do anything meaningful. Anyway, Wimmy picking up another kill, and oh, that's a nice use of the tidal wave right there. Jinx getting caught out. Remember, Jinx's great weakness, no escape skills, very vulnerable if she gets caught out by herself. Got engaged on, went down, and this is going to be another inhib at the very least. It could potentially be the end of the game because that is 2 solo laners, Jinx and Zed. That is most of the damage for the red team. I think that they can probably push and just end this one. I would keep pushing on this. Oh, and they've caught Asian Kid. He is going to fall. Bad place for a Little Mermaid to be. Now Andrew's going to go in and try to salvage this, but it's another great bubble from Tactics Ogre. Going to allow them to disengage, and yeah, Andrew's going to fall. And this should be GG, in all honesty. This should be the end of the game. I don't think that there's any way they can defend this. Yeah, that exhaust too. Very, very nicely done. Alright, Wizard Ninja's going to try to come out. He gets stunned by Veigar. Out comes more burst. Again, they should probably just ignore him and hit the towers. Like, he's just trying to stall and buy time. Out comes the Lucian ultimate. Looks really cool. Doesn't do all that much. Antspin, oh, very, very low. Does have his ult up. Wizard Ninja, no. See, if they had just hit the towers, I think they would have won the game there, but they did wait a little too long. Anyway, Antspin baiting Violence Freak into a fight, perhaps. Now Truth X is revived. He's going to get the kill, and that is going to trigger the Jinx passives. Yeah, so I really think they could have ended the game there, but the game does not end because they didn't get any Nexus towers. They didn't get a second inhib. You know, if you don't want to try to win the game, then just play it safe. Get another Nexus, get another base tower and an inhib. But they didn't get that. They really got very little out of that, in all honesty, because they didn't hit the towers. You know, as As D-Man, as D-Man sort of famously said, just hit the darn towers and don't screw around trying to hit members of the other team. You know, Wizard Ninja Pro has built Lee pure tank. He doesn't deal anything, like the Lucian doesn't deal any damage. Just ignore him, hit the towers, and win the game. In any case, though, the game continues, and it's really not changed other than the fact that that one inhib is down. Other than that, the game is not really all that different. Oh, Vesprisa goes in, he gets the kill. That was very aggressive, but he did get the kill on Jinx. Now Gaminator's here. It's a good tidal wave coming in from Asian Kid over the wall. Now Vesprisa, using the shield once again. So you're going to manage to escape from this. Pops that Riven Stun yet again. Can they finish him off? Now Wimmy's back. Another great bubble. Wow, we had some really good bubbles in this game. Yes, Vesprisa will fall. And wow, that Dark Matter, that looked rather painful, hitting Nami in the head. And that's 4 kills in the end. By the way, Wimmy is up to 17 kills on Lucian. He is hitting pretty darn hard. That Q dealing about 500 damage. And what's this? His Ardent Blaze? I don't know what the name of this skill is. His W dealing a lot of damage. And yeah, he's got the Relentless Pursuit. Oh, that bubble! Another nice bubble. So the Event Horizon Stun setting up the Nami bubbles. And again, if they just hit the towers, the game is over here. That's all they have to do. So it looks like that sloppy ending on the last plate, sort of last push in, is not going to end up costing the blue team. It looks like they will manage to finish this one off. And there it is. Managed to get the Nexus there. So good game. This game ended up being dominated by Lucian. Wow, what is that? Okay, I don't know what happened there, but this game ended up being dominated by Lucian, and in a game that was maybe a little sloppy in terms of how it was played. There was a lot of fighting all over the place, but it ended up, in the end, Lucian kind of emerged from this one. Wimmy ended up carrying this one 17-4-9. Very good stuff. Got that Trinity, got the Infinity Edge. I don't think this is a good Jinx build, to be perfectly honest. I don't suggest building Jinx that way. One more thing I wanted to check on this. Yeah, don't max bubble on Nami. It's a 1-point skill. Don't max bubble. So just for future reference, all the bubble does is give you more damage. You don't need more damage on bubble. Like it's a 1-point skill basically. So don't max that. But it was entertaining. It wasn't the best played game I've seen. A lot of mistakes. A lot of kind of weird stuff going on. But it was an entertaining game, and that's what kind of matters in the end. That the game's fun to watch.